Hello queens, I'm back at y'all with another client tutorial, and today I'm going to be showing y'all how I created this soft glam look. As you see, it has a little bit of glitter, some accent lines and all that. So we're jumping right into the video. I'm starting it off by cleaning my client's face, and once her face is clean, I'm just going to continue with her eyebrows, and I'm using my Nicka K brow pencil. This one is in the shade Black Brown, and first I'm going to outline both of her eyebrows. Now that both brows have been outlined, I'm going to go ahead and start filling them in. Normally I switch out my pencils, but today I used the same shade to fill in her whole eyebrow. But once I made it to the front, I just like to do a light stroke, like loosen up your grip a little bit, and then I just blend everything out with the spoolie end of my pencil. To lay down her brow hairs, I'm going in with my I.envy clear eyelash glue. To clean up her eyebrows, I'm going to be going in with these two Nicka K concealers, and they're in the shades 07 and 02. First, I'm going to be going in with the shade 02, and I'm using this to clean up underneath her arch. Once I'm finished blending out all of the concealer, I'm going to be going in with the shade 07, and I'm using it to clean up the remainder of the way on the top and the bottom of my client's eyebrows. As y'all can see, we have one nice clean ombre eyebrow, so I'm just going to repeat this process on the other brow. Now that both of the brows have been cleaned up, I'm going to be taking some of my Dermablend Translucent powder, and I'm just applying this to the front of her brows to lighten them up, and I'm also using it to set some of the concealer in place. For an eyeshadow base, I'm going in with my e.l.f. Camo Concealer, and it's in the shade White. As I tell y'all in just about every video, make sure if you're using this product that you work one eye at a time, because it does dry very fast, but this is my favorite thing to use as an eyeshadow base. You're finished basing the eyes, they should look something like this. And to start off this look, I'm going in with my Black Radiance Press Powder in the shade Honey Amber, and I'm using it as my transition shade. As y'all can see, this powder is very neutral toned and is very similar to my client's skin tone, which is why I decided to use it as my transition shade. I was going for like a nice soft eyeshadow look, and then I just wanted to add a touch of glam with the glitter and a touch of color with the accent line. But after I finish applying this transition shade, I'm going to be going in with this cool tone dark brown shade. This came from my Jaclyn Hill Times Morphe palette, and I'm just applying it to her crease. I'm going to be alternating between the dark brown shade and my transition shade just to make sure that everything is nice and blended before we move on. This next step is optional, but I decided to go in with some more of my e.l.f. Camo Concealer, and I'm just applying it to the inner corners of her eyes. I knew that I wanted to place a white eyeshadow in the inner corner, so for it to be bright and visible, I just decided to go in with a little bit more of my concealer. And next, I'm taking my Sheglam palette. This is the palette I got from Shein, y'all, and I love it. I'm going to be using this for all of my lid shades. So first, I'm going in with this matte white eyeshadow, and I'm just applying it right on top of that concealer. And then I'm going to be going in with this beige eyeshadow, and I'm applying it right behind the white. Now I'm going in with this warm tone brown shade, and I'm just applying it at the end. I apologize for my head blocking the view, but y'all get the gist of what I'm doing. Now I'm going in with my Wet n Wild black liquid liner, and I'm going to use this to create my wing. For my glitters, I decided to mix these two chunky glitters together, and I applied an adhesive off camera. I'm only going to be applying this to the inner corner of the eyes. And for anybody that's wondering, I purchased this glitter from Aliexpress a very long time ago. So unfortunately, I do not have a link, but if I can remember correctly, I believe the name of the vendor was Born Pretty. But now I'm going in with this water activated liner. I'm gonna have the brand name in the description box down below, but I'm gonna be doing an accent line, and to do so I just used an applicator from a liquid liner that I had. Now I'm just going to be going back in with my black liquid liner, and I'm using it to clean up my accent line. I wanted to have a little more sparkle, so I decided to go in with my silver Milky Way pigment from AshleyLeeCosmetics. This is my favorite pigment, y'all, but I'm just going to be tapping this on top of that glitter. I also drug some of the pigment out onto her eyeshadows just so everything could blend in well. Moving on to the face, I went ahead and primed and moisturized her face off camera. Now I'm just going in with my Nicka K concealer in the shade 07, and I'm using it to color correct around her mouth. For her foundation, I'm going in with my Fit Me foundation, and it's in the shade Spicy Brown. I'm going back in with that Nicka K concealer in the shade 02, and I'm using it to highlight around her face. I like to blend the concealer out using my foundation brush just to create a nice seamless blend. I'm going to take whatever excess concealer I have on my brush and use it to clean up the edge of the liner. I'm going to allow the concealer to sit under her eyes a little longer and just go ahead and contour her face. To sculpt out her face, I'm using my Juvias Place foundation stick, and I believe this one is in the shade Sokoto. I'm going in with my damp Real Technique sponge, and I'm using it to blend out the concealer underneath her eyes. To set the concealer in place, I'm using my Morphe loose powder, and it's in the shade Banana. To set the contoured areas of her face, I'm going in with my Black Radiance contour palette, and this is in the level light to medium. To set the remaining areas of her face, I just went in with the pressed powder that I used for her transition shade. So it was the Black Radiance pressed powder in the shade Honey Amber, and I decided to mix it with a little bit of my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the level Dark Deep, just to add a little bit more warmth to it. I'm going in with some black eyeshadow, and I'm using it to line about 75% of her waterline. Now I'm just going in with a warm brown eyeshadow, and I'm using it to smoke out her lower lash line. Once I'm finished applying the eyeshadow, I'm going to go ahead and dust away all of the powder. Now I'm just going to go ahead and spray everything in place using my setting spray, and then we're going to move on to lashes. While her lashes are drying, I'm going to go ahead and highlight her face. And I tell y'all this in just about every video, but to highlight her face, I'm using a highlighter from my Bperfect Carnival XL palette. It's my favorite highlighter, y'all, and I'm almost hitting pan on it, so it's about to be time to find something else. Once I'm finished highlighting her face, we're going to move on to lips. So I'm taking one of my Ruby Kisses cream contours or cream foundations, and I'm using it to outline her lips. Now I'm just going to be going in the center of her lips with a nude lip gloss. Y'all know I love me a good old nude, but I'm just applying it with a disposable lip wand, and I'm going to have her press her lips together to help me blend this into the liner. I sped this part up because I feel like y'all watch the same process in every video, but once I'm finished blending out her lip, we're going to be getting into the grand reveal, so I'm going to let y'all watch.
Ready to see?
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Oh yeah, baby. You done did it again.
Okay, queens, we made it to the end of the video. As y'all can see, her grand reveal was short and sweet. Girl, we had to hurry up. My phone was about to die. But as y'all can see, this video was another success. I hope you all enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, and stay tuned for my next one. Bye bye, queens.